The battle for the control of Jerusalem is the epitome of everything ugly about the condition of humanity. Drenched in the blood-soaked garb of religious zeal, armies have come and gone across the world's landscape, murdering and savagely pillaging for ultimate control of the city of peace. Welcome to the occult dystopia of Battlefield Earth. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee. While the world's three main monotheistic religions all claim Jerusalem as their sacred and most holy capital, this one historic city is the focal point for more war, hate, and conflict than any other on earth. 11 times over the past 2 millennia, this strangely significant location has changed hands via horrific bloodletting, as if Abraham's deferred call to sacrifice his own son on the nearby Temple Mount needs constant avenging. And whoever wins the struggle seems to be the world's ruler de jure. Curious indeed. After centuries of slaughter by hysterical puppeteered armies, the short lull that followed was finally broken by an effort to reclaim the promised land by a carefully organized political movement called Zionism. An integral part of the Illuminist agenda for world domination, Zionism alone, however, was not enough to make a move to reoccupy the supposed promised land. There needed to be a catalyzing event, much like the new Pearl Harbor the neocons alluded to regarding 9/11 before it happened. After all, we need to galvanize public opinion, or is everything wrapped up behind the scenes? Carefully planned and financed on both sides by Zionist-backed banking entities, the pincers were firmly placed on the preconditioned scapegoats called the Jews. Their own? Yes, those they own. Deftly evil, I know. The Zionist Rothschild handlers and the continually aggravated Ashkenazi mindset amongst the Zionist leadership had done a bang-up job of making Jews anathema to those around them. Now, it was time, like Abraham of old, to sacrifice their own. Having helped bring the Nazis to power, the warlike Zionist Ashkenazi Illuminati could now move towards their goal: outrageous extermination. And then, never let the world forget about it. After all, a good home base for world governance is worth the investment. Is it not? Especially if it's someone else's life you're investing. Our manipulated reality is controlled by very dark forces. They conjure the powers of the occult, the money myth, false religion, and paid-for brute force to steer humanity in the direction that serves their purposes. Strategically located at the geopolitical heart of civilization and one of the most powerful convergences of global ley lines, the significance of this cryptically labeled City of Peace is apparent. It's as if Jerusalem is a 3D jumbotron on which the play is being projected, and the world is watching. The Bible, Freemasonry, the Kabbalah, all lay claim to the importance and power of controlling Jerusalem. The New World Order advocates admittedly want to install a one-world religion with a one-world leader in Jerusalem. The Vatican and Zionism and their New Age sycophants are integral to this plan. All three major religions await the return of their respective messiahs to rule from Jerusalem. Even the off-world Anunnaki Nephilim, spoken of in the Sumerian tablets, are said to be returning. Is that what all this hubbub is about? A final takeover by an alien race? Is this ley line convergence evidence of a long-coveted interdimensional portal through which they'll return? Any way you look at it, the stage has been meticulously set for something big that we're supposed to accept. My advice, don't go near it. It will be made to appear very appealing, and many will be deceived by it. But it's clearly not for humanity's benefit. Just the opposite. Their design is to make us a slave race, even more than we already are. The big question for the immediate future is, will we soon witness the apparent sacrifice of Israel to pave the way for this next level? Would they do such a horrific thing again, only on a much grander scale, to bring about this maniacal plan? Could they even succeed after such chaotic insanity has leashed on the world? Think Twin Towers, and you'll get the idea. Like the engineered post-Nazi effect and the post-9/11 wars and terrorism lockdown, our covert societal engineers have one last stage in mind, and it's aimed toward establishing their headquarters on the altar of human sacrifice, Jerusalem, the Orwellian city of peace. We're witnessing high sorcery reaching the culmination of thousands of years of scheming, manipulation, and wanton bloodletting. The Illuminists want to occupy the world as well as our very being, those of us who will survive their pre-planned conflagration and intended reduction of the world's population. Will the world let them pull this off? Is anyone even watching? And yet again, a damning cry from one who tried to warn them. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee. Don't fear, my friends. Only good can come of it, all of it. We are eternal consciousness at one with a loving, eternal source. This is our planet, and we shall regain it, and it shall be restored in due time, one heart at a time, one awakened, empowered spirit at a time. Keep up the awakening. It's freaking them out.